by now most of us have seen the Roger Jackson situation where he snapped on a wrestler at a pro wrestling event, where it seemed to be some type of miscommunication where Roger was on serious timing and this pro wrestler appeared to be trying to go with the gig and go along with the storyline and generate a storyline and all of that. But somewhere in the mix of all of that, Roger took this real, and there's going to be some very real consequences for everything in this situation. Now, when it first broke, I was one of the first people to see it online, and I wanted to come make a video immediately, but I felt like I didn't understand what the hell happened, why this happened, and I needed more context. So luckily, a YouTuber made a video chronicalizing. I don't know if that's the word. Chronicalizing? Fuck. Either way, he did a video capturing everything from the beginning to the end of the situation. So now we could have some context to how this got here, and then we could share our thoughts on what exactly happened and what we think might end up being the outcome of all of this. So this is Roger before the incident occurred, and listen to what he said about his state of mind at the time. Let's start there.
Roger Obama.
This is Roger Jackson, son of legendary fighter Quentin Rampage Jackson, and if you haven't seen the video yet, he got into some pretty bad shit last night. So to give some backstory to this whole thing, Roger was invited by his friend AJ Mana, someone who's wrestling on the card that night for not.
First of all, shout out to Mand. He's got 1,000 subscribers. Y'all go over there, y'all hit that subscribe button, support his channel as well, because this was a great breakdown that he did, and we're gonna go through it. So basically, Roger, who was Rampage Jackson's son, came to support his boy over there in the tights and at his pro wrestling situation. But I don't know if the promoters thought Roger was there to join in on the situation. We're gonna get into all of that because somehow, some way, the lines got blurred and this got dangerous.
Wrestling. Roger even states later that he does not care about wrestling, that he's only here to support his friend AJ.
Yeah, AJ's Mana's on the fight card. That's the only reason why I'm here.
AJ takes Roger to the back.
So right there, he established, only reason why I'm here is to support my boy. Now, his boy takes him to the back to meet the other wrestlers, and this is where things went left.
Like to meet the wrestlers that he's familiar with, the ones that he actually knows.
As Presidente, I fucking hate you. I hate this dude. Worse.
And that's when Psycho Stu decides to come.
So you can see his energy is like, all right, I'm there to support my boy. He's, I guess some of the guys that he's seen him have other matches with and things like that. He's somebody who's seen the league, so he's familiar with a few of them. Not everybody, apparently, because the Psycho Stu dude, who you see now rolling into the frame behind him, he came on a different note. I don't know if he was drunk, probably been knocking down a couple of the, cans of beer before the whole match, and he ain't have no idea of what he set himself up for.
But behind Roger, stick his belly out, hands at the hips to get some camera time. Roger, unfazed, not caring, just decides to keep talking to the dudes until Psycho Stu decides to take matters into his own hands.
Where's the real McKill at? Where's he at?
You don't need to worry about him. You need to be worried about Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu?
What, you don't know me?
Hell no.
All right, so right there, Roger lets him know, Psycho Stu, you don't know me? Hell nah. He's already not in tune with this dude's whole gimmick, character, whatever it is. They're not on the same page. Right there, that's established. But dude decides still to continue to go with the gimmick, and we see what proceeded after that.
Yeah.
Hey, I think that's what. Oh, you don't. Easy.
This is where things start to go south. Unfortunately, the dude was probably pretty drunk already. Didn't know what was.
Now look, he hits him in the head with the beer can, but if you notice, before he did it, he kind of checked to make sure, I don't know how heavy or how full it was, and then he puts the hand over his head and hits him in his hair, kind of, trying to make it a thing where it's like it has an impact, but minimize the damage. I think might have been his attempt in this situation, because again, he's trying to, you see the cameras rolling, he thinking like, yo, we about to get a little storyline going for the night. But Roger was not there for that.
was going on and saw the camera and Raja and thought that this was some sort of skit or that Raja was another pro wrestler recording something for the promotion.
Now, what's also ill to me is that if you notice, Raja's boy also is understanding like Raja's not here to be a part of the kayfabe, I think that's what they call it, that we doing here. So he immediately, as soon as the guy does it, you see Raja's boy get nervous. Dude right here gets nervous and like immediately starts to step in and like, hey, chill.
Worst part about it being that this guy took one of these prop cans to Raja's head, not knowing that Raja was already recovering from a concussion that he got in light sparring from a spinning kick just a couple days ago.
So yes, he got hit in the head. You seen he looked like he was dazed, out on his feet, might have been type of situation. So this is probably less than a week later. He's at this pro wrestling event, and his father made a mention that he was not expecting to be involved in no physical contact, and he's going to tell you why and the effects that he had from getting kicked in the head like that during that sparring session.
I didn't go with my pops. How does my head feel? I'm still fucked up. I'm not even gonna lie. It's part of the reason why I didn't stream earlier. I was supposed to stream going to fucking paintballing with AJ, but my head was fucked up. I was throwing up and shit. My dad is I'm fucked up right now, guys. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I know I need a fucking rest, but yeah, so I'm gonna take a break from it for a while, but you know, my coach, my lifting coach and shit, one of my teammates, Andre, who was on the stream the last time, is having a pro wrestling show, and I told him I will come and support, and then I wanted to bring you guys with me. You know what I'm saying? Get an MRI. I'm gonna go definitely get checked out on Monday though.
So he's explaining the long-term effects that he's dealing with from taking that shot to the head. So he's already dealing with pain. He's dealing with, I don't know what, you know, might be having blurry vision. One of the things that when you have a concussion, hold on, let me look this up right now. So one of the side effects, according to Microsoft Copilot, for concussions, short-term side effects, headaches, nausea, dizziness, blurred vision, ringing in the ears, fatigue, confusion, memory lapses, trouble concentrating, mood swings, irritability, and feeling foggy. Some of those things could play a major explanation in what we saw take place this night.
I was throwing up and shit. My head still feels like funny. I'm not even gonna cap.
You can then hear Stu ask Raja if he's going to sell it when he has to get reminded by his fellow wrestlers that he is not one of them and is not one of the workers.
He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it? No, he's not a fucking
Bro.
You see him ask him, you don't want to sell it? You don't want to sell it? Because this dude is thinking like he's a part of the kayfabe. That's what they call it in wrestling when everybody's doing working a premise and pretending that it's real. They don't call it like fake. They call it like kayfabe. So he's thinking like, you ain't gonna sell it. Like I'm gonna hit you with a thing. You ain't gonna fall out. You ain't gonna do all of that. Like you making me look crazy right now. And Roger's like, yo, I ain't here for none of that. I'm about to give you the real life consequences of what doing some shit like that to me is about. And everybody now realizing like, yo, all right, hold up. This is kind of going off the rails.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro. No, I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will.
No.
We're good.
I will fuck him up, bro. I don't play that shit.
After telling Raja that he didn't know who he was, Stu then gets reprimanded by AJ. AJ gets pretty upset and lets him know that he's just a worker and that he needs to not be on all the time.
I'm good. Apologize for that. We can fix that. You hear me?
Yeah.
Tracy. So what are you going? Good, dude.
Nah, fuck that, dude.
No, Stu, poquito, dame el pieza.
Then the Samoan aunt tells that Stu does this all the time and constantly mistakes stuff for being a part of the storyline.
Sorry about that, dude. He always think that we're working over here, like it's part of the fucking storyline.
What kind of homo thug shit?
Rampage. That's how we
No, bro.
Go ahead, Stu. It's all.
After getting rejected twice, Stu realizes that Roger was having no parts of his apology until somebody suggests that Roger can interrupt his match and give him his receipt Then Roger accepts the
I
apology.
appreciate it.
I didn't know. I thought you were
I get it.
We're working out.
See, this is the problem that I have with Roger's actions, right? So I feel as though I'm conflicted when it comes to this because I get it, right? This dude put his hands on Roger. Roger didn't know him. It's a white guy at that. You know what I mean? You don't know if there's some racial undertones at play here. These are the type of different things that you got to consider. But I also believe in doing things the smart way. Like if he'd have knocked him out in the parking lot right there, that'd have been the end of the story. Ain't nothing further to talk about. You shouldn't have played with him like that. You don't know this man. Like, it is what it is. But the fact that they were able to quote unquote diffuse the situation and he apologized and he showed genuine remorse. I would say that these apologies look like somebody who realizes like, nah, I did mess up. I thought we was, doing the thing. But obviously you ain't doing the thing with me. So my fault. I messed that up. You know what I'm saying? I misread the situation. So he gave him an apology and it seemed like a genuine apology, and it might have been, saying that they could sweep water under the bridge type of situation. At least it appeared like that. And that's where I get twisted, right? Because it's like if Roger would have knocked him out in the parking lot, that'd have been the end of the story. Ain't nothing else to talk about. But if you seem like you accept this person's apology and there's some time elapses and then you later on decide that you want to do some wild shit, that's not a smart move to me. That's a dumb move, right? Because like I said, if you did it in an instant, this is the difference between heat of passion and premeditated, right? Because there's times where you can do things as a reaction to somebody else's behavior, and the law, and in the eyes of the law, they'll look at it like, all right, it was a heat of the moment type of situation, mutual combatants, whatever it might have been. But when you let that time factor sink in, and you had time to reconsider, you had time to think of a different way to do it, you had time to weigh so many different options, and to choose the route that he chose and to go about it the way that he went about it. Yeah. I wish he would have did that differently. Well,
he's gonna come out on your mat, too. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you know
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're always working. So we'll set it up. I'll have him come out during your mat so we could fucking seal the whole thing and we'll make something out of it. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Well, now you just involved fucking Rampage himself because that's his boy.
No, he can handle it.
Yeah, I can handle myself. Yeah, I can handle myself.
Rampage gonna come whoop your ass.
You don't need his dad. He handle his own shit.
Yeah, I got my own shit.
After setting up the interruption for Roger on Stu's match, AJ comes over and lets him know the game plan and tries to explain what went on with Stu.
I was in the swing.
No. What he thought was he was a pro.
I just said.
Yeah, another thing is, even when we are working like that, you don't fucking,
That's what I'm saying.
He doesn't know him like that.
You don't. He's a fucking idiot. Hey. So when you run in on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. Remember what a receipt is. Give him that fucking receipt. Go tag his shit. If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there. Tag his shit.
After being given the go-ahead to give this...
Now, that's the funny thing about this, right? One, that's his boy. Two, to my understanding, he's not a promoter, so he ain't one of the bosses that you could look back and be like, well, he told me I could go out there and do this and the third. I think that was just his boy trying to be supportive, like, yo, you go out there, slam him, rough him up a little bit. But I don't think he had no idea that he just look at Raj. He just let the pit bull loose. You heard? He just took the collar off the pit bull in the park, and it's about to get real.
Guy his receipt. Roger's on go mode for the rest of the night.
I'll get it there. Hey, as long as I get my lick back, I'm straight. I'm straight.
This is kind of the turning point in the night as Roger gets time to chill out and kind of think about everything and gets rage baited by all the comments in the stream.
This nigga got knocked out. I didn't even get knocked out. Why didn't you fuck that guy up? Cause nigga, if I would have done something, then they would have kicked me out of this shit. Then there would be no more stream today. That shit pissed me off, bro. It didn't even hurt. It just pissed me off.
See, this is the danger side of this streaming thing that a lot of these young guys is doing, because it's not just Roger. A lot of these young streamers now are crashing out and doing things without fully thinking through, because they're getting that instant feedback and that instant, oh, the chat is saying this, and the chat is enticing you and amping you up and making you feel like, oh, you soft, you should have did this. It's a bunch of motherfuckers sitting behind their computer who would have never did nothing in those situations. They wouldn't even been outside, most of them. But even if they would have been in those situations, and 90% of them wouldn't have done half the stuff that they on there typing that, yo, why you ain't do this? You rampage son, why you ain't knock him out? So now, while he's sitting there receiving all of this, and we see it in real time with everyday people, everyday celebs, they have a trouble dealing with getting feedback and getting, you know, what's the word that I'm looking for? Negative press. When they're not getting the love that they used to, and their audience is now chanting and thirsty for them to do something crazy, and their audience is on them and riding them and giving them a hard time, and the chat is going crazy on them. I've seen so many different streamers lose they cool, wild out, do some dumb shit. Why? Because you got the chat hyping you up and gassing you. Oh, you soft, you ain't this, you ain't that, and you just reading all of this negativity and constantly just going in. Now in the back of your mind, you already in a confused state. We know he ain't in the right state of mind, right? He already established that he ain't in the right state of mind. So now it's already hard for people to deal with all that negative energy and all those negative comments when they in the proper state of mind. There's so many people that do the streaming and all of this, and they have to take breaks for their mental health, because this is a real thing. And people don't understand the comments and the effect that it has on people, and it influencing people. And it's like we're in a Black Mirror episode where we're seeing how people in real life are responding to what the comments is saying, and it's making them make irrational decisions because of how they're being perceived. And your perception is everything, especially when your ego's involved. Your ego's telling you, nah, they think I'm so, like, we're gonna get to it, but even his rant afterwards, it's like, I'm tired of people saying this, I'm tired of people playing. Bro, this ain't for everybody.
I know this is crazy.
All right, everybody.
This is like my third or fourth stream.
Now, at this point of the night, Raj's dad, Rampage, got informed on what's been going on with his son on his kick stream through the comments.
I'm watching the stream. I'm watching my son's stream. What the fuck? Oh, he at the pro wrestling thing.
I'm good, King Cat. I'm good. I'm straight. It's over.
He at a pro wrestling event. Let me call my son. Yeah, he at the pro wrestling event. Around men in tights and shit.
I'm also
I looked at his stream.
sorry.
No, it's
I've
too
got to
loud.
apologize, right?
Hey,
Yo,
Because when I
did
mentioned
you get jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights,
I didn't
nigga?
even tell
You said
where
what?
the tickets.
Did you get jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights?
no.
Why didn't you tell me?
No.
You were
You got a
recording me the
problem.
whole time.
Do I need to send my goons over there?
No.
This is crazy. I thought we were family, y'all.
Did
What is going on
your coach take care of
right now?
everything?
I apologize. So let me put
Yeah,
y'all in
I'm
the right
straight.
direction.
You straight? I looked at your stream because my chat was going crazy. And then by the time I popped your stream, you was hugging on a dude in some damn tights.
Man,
Man, you shut the fuck up. I looked at your stream, nigga. You was hugging on some dude in some booty shorts.
I wasn't fucking hugging on nobody.
I saw you, nigga. I saw you hugging on your coach.
Sexual fantasy. Stop this.
No, I don't got no sexual fantasy, nigga. I got some eyeballs. I saw you
Making shit up.
I ain't make nothing up.
Yeah.
Okay, was you not around a bunch of dudes with some damn
I'm at a fucking pro wrestling show.
Oh, you're the pro wrestling show.
He wants to be mama right here. That's my
I
mama.
thought you was a motherfucker at a baby oil show, nigga. Everybody was all listening to shit.
Break the whole thing.
All right, like you said.
You never know. Y'all keep playing with me. I'm the white kid. So get over there.
Now y'all got my son mad.
See, the crazy part with that is Roger looks up tremendously to his father. His father is a UFC legend. His father is somebody who's put him in this whole space and helped him gain a following. His father is the reason why Roger tried to be a professional fighter, and even though he wasn't successful in his first fight, his father is a huge influence on him. So now you already got the chat in his ear, and he's used to his father talking shit. Like, he's done that all his life, I'm pretty sure. But that was just another influence weighing on a young man who's already in a confused state of mind and dealing with all of this negativity, negative energy, and it just created a perfect storm for some crazy shit to happen. And it happened.
Are y'all happy now? He straight up dissed me.
For the rest of the night, Raja gets successfully rage baited by every single person in his comments, letting him know that he's a fake crash out, a pussy, a pushover, and just gets disrespected everywhere that he goes.
I'm a fake crash out. All right, bet. You about to see how fake of a crash out I am. Now I get a chance to get in the ring and do some shit to him.
Oh boy, that wasn't a good statement to make. That might be used against him in court later on. Damn, that wasn't a good one. Damn.
How many subs to knock him out? That's a good question. I don't know. Fucking can.
Gets a spot in the wild.
Exactly. Watch. My dad can't never call me a bitch. Straight up. Tell me to fake him. They say I can hit him for real. Exactly. People think this shit's sweet. People think this shit's a fucking game. Straight up, bro.
So as it goes on, you can hear his irritability and his state of mind increasingly getting more and more aggressive because it's too much negativity coming in right now and it's weighing on him. And it's really starting to weigh on him. And you can hear his tone. You can hear the way that he's speaking, the aggression in his voice. He's talking about knocking him out. You about to see now. Like, he feel like he got something to prove. This, oh man, damn.
I'm just really, like I said, guys, I'm really fucking humble at the end of the day. This nigga ain't no fighter, but I'm gonna really have to show him, like, nigga, you can't just hit a fucking can on my goddamn face. W, if you want to see me, you want to see if I can pick him up. W. It was not a fake can, bro. It was not a fake can. I'm telling you that shit right now. It didn't hurt, but it wasn't a fake can. That was a real ass can. Bet.
After getting cooked by the comments, Raja gets impatient and stands up and asks one of the workers when the guy's coming out so he can interrupt and slam the dude.
I don't know when I'm getting in the ring. I can ask. I'm gonna go ask. Let's go ask. Y'all gonna let me know when I'm getting in the ring? Okay.
Right during the next match, I'm gonna sit right behind you. I'm gonna give you a tap.
All right, bet.
That was the only thing Raja needed to know. Now he knew that he was going to fuck that dude up once he got that signal. And then that signal finally came. Raja then starts to pull everything out of his pocket one by one and hand it over to his trainer. And I think at this point, there was no getting Raja back. He was dead set on what he was going to go in there and do. While Raja gets ready to interrupt the match, the cameraman's getting different angles and even getting a little bit excited for the fight himself. Oh, let's do this. I can't really read what they're saying right here, but I know that the guy behind him is the one that gave him the signal to go ahead and interrupt the match.
I'm so sorry. No, stop it.
You! Get on
Hey, you gotta stop this shit, man.
The fact that you see the dude behind him trying to pull him off, and Roger's still on him, just get off me, and like just still pounding on him unconsciously. It's like, all right, if you'd have got off like 3 to 5 punches after you knocked him out, it'd have been like, damn, you wilded them out a little bit, but you know what I mean? It'd have been like, yeah, all right. But you could count like 20 something punches he put on dude, unconscious. Listen, I don't got a weak stomach, but that was a lot, bro. That was dangerous. That was a lot. That was overkill, bro. Simply overkill.
Hey, you gotta stop this shit, man.
You even hear Roger's cameraman now saying, yo, you got to stop this, because even his cameraman was probably like, yo, I don't think dude is playing.
For the rest of the video, you can't really hear anything. The audio is pretty messed up. I don't know what happened to the camera, but it happened to stay that way. Basically, the point of it is Roger he basically gets jumped right here. He got bit a couple times. He gets walked out of the place, and they follow him out.
Jesus Christ, Roger. Bro, crash out extraordinaire. Like, you change COE from content over everything to crash out extraordinaire, bro. You took the cake. Like, what would possess you? Like, bro, only thing I could say about you in that situation was you was possessed. Like, what would possess you to think? Nah, you wasn't thinking. And it had to be that concussion, bro. It had to be that concussion. That's the only thing to me that could even like somewhat explain his state of mind in this situation, to think like, you lost your goddamn mind, bro.
Roger makes it outside of the venue, and as you can see kind of behind him, I want you to pay attention to this dude in the blue. He follows him. He makes some threats to him. He's basically trying to get him to come back. I think what he was trying to do is distract him long enough for the police to come, because I know that they had called the police immediately after he attacked him. So I'm guessing he was going to try and fight him or stall him long enough to keep him there, or I don't know. Point of it is he was trying to rage bait Roger into fighting somebody else.
And people were saying, oh, it was blood on his shirt. I don't think that's blood on his shirt, at least around his stomach area. I think that's the makeup from the clown dude that was trying to pin him into the corner. But that dude was definitely bloodied. I seen a picture afterwards. It was, whew.
Tired of motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit. One of them, the bitch, and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit.
Yo, the fact that his cameraman is still filming him and he's putting his microphone back on, like they just about to go back to business as usual. It's crazy. If I was the cameraman, I'd have put that camera down, like, bro. you need a minute real quick, bro. I don't know if we should be filming any of this right now. Like, this is, yo, y'all gotta know when to cut these cameras off. Like, sometimes this shit is going too far.
Yeah. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'ma stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Come on, man. We leaving, man. We walking away, bro. Let's not take it serious. Let's go. Come on, Roger. Let's go. Let's go, Roger. Let's go. Roger, let's go. Roger, I'm telling you, let's go. You listen to me. Listen to me, Roger. You need to listen to me right now, Roger. Let's go.
I don't give a fuck. You guys trying to jump me and shit.
Let's go.
You ain't gonna do shit to me, bro.
Let's go,
you can't do shit to me. You can't fuck with me, bro.
Let's go.
You can't fuck with me.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, you chopper.
Yo, look at Sneaker. He's looking at it like, I can't even look at this. He looking more to see what Rampage's reaction is gonna be, because he's just like, that shit is bad, bro.
Roger might go to jail. He might get banned off kick too.
But that's not like that's all what he was. It's like
That was sad. I hope it was staged. I hope it staged, because sometimes people do hardcore. Some people do hardcore pro wrestling.
And that is the look of a concerned father, people. So everybody who's out here trying to justify what Roger did, oh God, should have put his hands on him, this, that. Look at his father's reaction. If that was your son, would you want your son to have done that? Like, yeah, defend yourself. Get down where you mad at. Da, 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 da. But to let all that time pass and then blow your fuse, it's like, this is, yo, you took a very, very extreme route with it. Like, you could have beat him up in that parking lot. You could have beat him up in the hallway. Like, to do it the way that you did it, it's just like, God damn, why you do it like that, though? Why you do it like that, man?
Chat.
Disappointing.
What's that?
Hello?
Now, this is a conversation that he's having afterwards with one of the wrestlers there. I think this was his boy, actually. He's having the conversation with, who he's saying like, yo, what the hell did you do? Why did you do that? Check this out.
Shit pissed me off though, Andre.
I understand that, but now they can't wake the nigga up. He's fucking in the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
My bad.
You didn't have to do all that shit. I understand y'all had heat. You didn't have to fucking take it there.
I'll call you back later.
Let's go. Ready? Get in the bus. Let's go.
As you can tell by the heavy breathing and the pacing around, Raja did not want to hear that guy is not awake and flatlined. probably thinking that he killed him and facing a lot more jail time than what he's already facing attacking him. Thankfully, from Rampage Jackson, Raj's dad, we know that Psycho Stu is awake and stable, and that he does not condone any of Raj's actions, that he suffered a concussion recently and probably shouldn't have even done anything that involves physical contact. I just want to know what you guys think. Do you think that this is just a string of bad decisions from Raja from the entire night, crashing out on someone who doesn't deserve it? Or could this be some sort of lingering early sign of CTE where he's suffering from this concussion, that he's not emotionally there to make these kinds of decisions, which led to this, which led to him being, on edge and attacking him the way that he did? Let me know what you guys think.
No, I didn't go with my pops. How does my head feel? I'm still fucked up. I'm not even gonna lie. It's part of the reason why I didn't stream earlier. I was supposed to stream going to fucking balling with AJ, but my head was fucked up. I was throwing up and shit. Does my head hurt? Yes.
I worry about my son, but I'm telling y'all something. My son got me in him. Wait, hold on. Fuck. Verbal typo. My son got my DNA in him. I ain't worried about him. He tough as fuck.
Man, hopefully this situation doesn't get too crazy. Raja, man, like, damn, bro, you took the hardest possible route with this situation. Some people feel like, yeah, he crashed out. Some people, like, there's people online calling for him to get locked up right now. Now they're running think pieces on how the wrestler that he beat up is a veteran, and how he used pro wrestling for his rehab and to make him feel more better after coming home from war. And yo, it's gonna be a long week for this dude, man. Like, he crashed out in the worst kind of way. I don't know, and I rock with Raja, man. I just hope, wish the best for this guy, man. And that wrestler dude, yeah, he played himself. He shouldn't have did that. But damn, you ain't have to do him like that, Raja. Like, Jesus Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, bro, this was extreme. But he got money. His daddy got money. And like he said he ain't worried about his son. He's really tough. He gonna be all right. So we're going to follow up with this story. We're going to watch how it plays out. They already said the police department is investigating. I'm thinking the way that it's going to go down, mark my words, is this. The narrative is going to end up being, there was a situation backstage between the two guys, one thinking that he was a part of the program. It was diffused. They got past it. And then this guy later on, after sitting on it for quite some time, X amount of time, maybe 30 minutes to an hour, still decided to blindside him, slammed him, knocked him unconscious, and proceeded to punch him over 20 times unconsciously on camera. Raja's a trained professional fighter. There is no reason logically why he didn't realize that the dude was already done and stopped hitting him much earlier. Besides that, he wasn't in a right state of mind, not in a good headspace, and like, he just crashed out, bro. And I think he might need to ease up off this streaming thing for a little bit and just reassess his life and his priorities right now, because it's like, if you gonna let the audience get to you and cause your ego to flare out like that, you might not be built for this content space, because people gonna say some fucked up shit to you. People gonna say all type of nasty shit if they can, because people's miserable. That's what they gonna do. They love to see a crash out. They love to see a train wreck. And the fact that they know now that they can gas you up to make you do some crazy shit, oh god, it's only gonna continue. You know what I'm saying? His fan base is gonna be like rabid dogs now. But man, let's see how this plays out, and we gonna stay on top of this story. If y'all made it this far, man, I fucks with you, because this is a long one. Bandana Blake, Y'all get in them comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. What do y'all think it's the CTE? Like, and if y'all think he's gonna end up going to jail or getting probation, or if he's facing some serious time behind this. Once again, shout out to Man. He only got 1,000 subscribers, more than me. But hit that like button on his video. Y'all go check that out as well. And subscribe over there. Till next time, it's food for thought. You do the dishes. Better than a Blake. I'm gone.